If you did not know this, Esmeralda's Prayer is one of the best events in Rise of Kingdoms. And the reason why is because of how many rewards you can get for such a cheap price. Now, the way that this works is that you are spinning a wheel with all of these prizes. You can see how many of each prize there is in the middle here. Additionally, you have these special prizes. And the interesting thing about these special prizes is that when you unlock it, so for example, if you spin the wheel and you get 2,000 gems, there's this little sliver right here that you can unlock it. This increases your chance of getting everything else. But the better part is that if you get all 3 special items, you get literally everything on the wheel, which is insane. If you look at the rules, you can look at the probability. You have just under 1% chance of getting each of these special items. So obviously the odds are not in your favor, but you're telling me there's a chance. So what is so good about this event other than getting some items on here, getting some legendary materials, getting some blueprints, getting speed ups, getting gems? What's so good about this event? Well, it's actually the extra rewards, because as you can see, you get incremental rewards as you go here. And one thing you might see is that I have 35 coins exactly right now. This is everything you can get free to play doing the different events. If you click on this plus button here, you can see the different events that are included in this wishing coin. So for arms training, when you finish up the last section here, you get the last amount of coins. You also had a couple other events that you were able to unlock these coins. The Triarch Trouble, which is basically like Champions of Olympia, but you were divided into teams of 3 and you fight to have the most amount of troops at the end. But you can also purchase these with gems or with a bundle. Now personally, I do not get the bundle, but if you go ahead and look at the gems, you can buy 10 of these coins for 450 gems a pop. That comes down to 4,500 gems for all 10 coins. And that brings your cost for these 10 gold heads down substantially. That means that you can essentially get 10 gold heads for the cost of 4,500 gems, which is an insane value, because if you were to buy these in the VIP shop, you'd be paying over 2,000 gems per head. And with 4,500 gems for 10 gold heads, you are basically paying 450 gems for 1 gold head, which is an insane value. So let's go ahead and buy all of these coins. And if you were looking at getting up to the next level here, if you need more materials, you could spend the extra roughly 13 to 14,000 gems to get these 6 legendary materials, which for some people might actually be worth it. And I might have to do some math and figure out if that's worth it for me, because I do have the gems, and you know, spending another 15,000 gems for 6 legendary materials, that could actually be worth it depending on how well this goes. So let's go ahead and start spinning this wheel and see how we do. Maybe we'll get a couple special ones. If we do, that'd be nice. And as you go here, you actually can increase the number of things here. So you can go up to 3. So that way you can go a little bit faster throughout this event, make it go by a little bit quicker. So let's see all what we get. So we got 2 epic material choice chests and then 1 blueprint fragment. Not too bad. Obviously, I'm looking for those legendaries. That's really the biggest thing for me on this. The epics is pretty good though, but the resources I really could not care less about. But let's see all what we can get here. If we can get a 3-day, that'd be pretty nice as well. I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like the new design of the crystal, gold, and silver keys. I really don't like how they made them all look like they're sovereign keys. I was really confused when they first implemented that. There we got a legendary that is phenomenal. Already really, really good value. Even just getting a couple of those is pretty awesome. But if we could get a 3-day speed up, that'd be very, very nice if we could grab that. And like I said, if you do end up unlocking one of those, it does reduce or increase your chance of getting everything else, because obviously the probability drops by 0.9%. which then goes to all the other items. Hopefully we'll be able to showcase that in this video if we get lucky. There we got another legendary material and a 15-hour speed up. Pretty solid. Let's see what we get here. We were pretty close to a 3-day there. Got another legendary. Nice. We got 17 more of these coins remaining. Ooh, we almost got the 2,000 gems. That was really close actually. All right, 17 more here. And you also do get a city theme and a decoration from this too, which If you care about that, awesome. For me, I really don't. But a lot of people like that decorative stuff. Oh, 3-day. Let's go. We got the 3-day speed up. That's honestly the best one to get. The 2,000 gems is nice, but the 3-day speed up is phenomenal. So now, obviously, it doesn't affect it here, but since there is 0.9% less chance of getting the 3-day speed up because it doesn't exist anymore, you can see actually the difference is going to be implemented on the screen here. All right, we got 2 keys and we got some blueprints. Let's keep it going. We only got 5 more after this, so hopefully we can get... Nice, we got another legendary. That's exactly what I was about to say. All right, we got 5 left here. Let's see what we got. Another legendary maybe? Nope, pretty close. All right, we got 2 more here. Let's see what we can get. We got a 15-hour speed up, okay. So let me actually do the math here because we can go ahead and claim all these. We get a decoration voucher, we get a city theme voucher, and then we get 10 gold heads, which is awesome. So we would need to buy 15 of these at 900 gems a pop. So that is going to come down to 13,500 gems, which if you divide that by 6, that brings it to 2,250 per legendary. Now, you also need to consider if you get lucky and get more legendaries, that actually gives you a better value. So let's see what we would spend. I can't see here because I don't have VIP 18 yet, but if we were to get just the epics here, so we have 4 of these is equal to 1 legendary, and that is actually 2,400. So that means that this event is better value than buying the material choice chest here, because this would cost you 2,400 gems for every legendary material, because you need 4 of these to equal 1 legendary. So that tells me that this is worth it, and I will go ahead and buy 15 more of these in order to get those 6 legendary material choice chests. So let's just go ahead. There's 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And now hopefully I get a couple more of these legendary material choice chests. If I do, that is just a bonus. Pretty close there. We did get a legendary blueprint though. So if we even get like 1 more, that makes this worth it 100%. We got a 15-hour. If we don't get any though, then it really does dwindle the the benefit of doing that. All right, well, we got 1 blue. Got 2 more of these spins. 3 more after this. Okay, we got 1 more epic. It's not awful. Let's see if we can get some good luck here. Last 3. Okay, we got 2 blue. We didn't get any more legendaries, unfortunately, but we can go ahead and buy this. Now, getting to 90 is just whale behavior, and you actually can't even get that just from doing gems, because I can only get 15 more, which would mean that you would need to buy the bundle, which obviously I'm not doing. So in terms of just gem value, I think that was worth it. Now, obviously I didn't get any more legendaries, unfortunately, but overall I think that is worth it. 2,200 gems per legendary material choice chest. That is pretty solid for someone that needs those materials. So if you guys enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully we'll be able to do some crafting here eventually before our next KVK. I do have a couple more things that I'm looking to craft in the future, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Comment down below if you guys like this event, how far you go into it, if you spend those 4,500 gems for those 10 gold commanders, or if you go all the way up to 60 like I did today. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.